Welcome students. Today I am going to discuss with you how we can calculate electric field at an equatorial point of an electric dipole. Now what is called equatorial line? See here AB is an electric dipole. Now this is the axis of the electric dipole. Now if we consider a line which is passes through the center of the electric dipole and perpendicular to the axis, that line will be the equatorial line of the electric dipole. So here this is the equatorial line. So I am again speaking a line which is passing through the center of the electric dipole and perpendicular to the axis of the dipole is called equatorial line. Now we are to find electric field at any point on this line due to this dipole, at any point on this line. So let us consider a point P. Distance R from the dipole, from the midpoint of the dipole. Okay. Now, so how to calculate here electric field due to this dipole? Let us first calculate electric field at P due to this surge, and then electric field at here due to this surge. Next, what we will do in the same procedure as the previous one, we will vectorically add these two electric field to get the resultant electric field at P due to this dipole AB. So let us consider EA be the electric field at point P due to charge minus Q located at A. So by definition this is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by distance square. So this distance, it is AP squared. So what is this AP? Okay, now what is the direction of this electric field EA? Now the direction of electric field, since it is negative charge and here we are placing a unit positive test charge, so this positive test charge will attract by this negative test charge, so its direction is towards minus Q charge. So we are assigning this direction as PC. So here we write along PC. Okay. Now what is the value of AP? AP is the distance of the point P from the charge minus Q. So here we know this is the dipole length, twice A is the dipole length, so half of the dipole is A, so this distance is A. Okay, this distance is A and this is R. In this right angle triangle APO, if this is A and this is R, this will be root over R square minus A square. So here we can write 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by root over R square plus A square. So along PC. Similarly, electric field at P due to plus Q surge of this electric dipole AB will be EB, say, which is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by the distance between this point and Q surge is PB. So here we write PB squared. Now what is the direction of EB? So this is EA, this vector is EA, this vector is EB. So what is the direction of EB? Because since this is positive charge, then so this unit positive charge here at point P will be repelled by this charge, so it will move away from the charge in this direction. So its direction along PB. along EB. Now what is the value here again? Put 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by, what is PB? Again PB is equal to root over R square plus A square. Since this is again A, this is R, so it is right angle triangle PBP. So this hypotenuse is equal to root over 1 R square plus A square. Okay. Now this direction is along EB. So this is the direction of EB, and this is the direction of EA. Now from this let this equation is 1 and this equation is 2. From 1 and 2, what we have seen that here the magnitude of EA and EB is same. You see, the magnitude of EA and EB is same. This is same. So we can write here from 1, 2, what we say, magnitude of EA is equal to magnitude of EB. Now let us consider that this angle is theta. If this angle is theta, this will also be theta. Why? Because this is a isoscale triangle. Why this is isoscale? Because since we are taking this point, P is the perpendicular point on this perpendicular line, and this distance and this distance are same, so this must be equal to this. In a simple geometry, from the simple geometry we can see that if this angle is theta, this will also be theta. When these two angle will be theta, then this angle must be twice theta, because from the geometry we can say, since this angle, this DPC, this angle is nothing but the exterior angle of this triangle APB. So we know the exterior angle is equal to the sum of the remote two angles. So this two angle is theta theta, so this become twice theta. Okay. Now what we can see from the diagram, so this vector is EA and this vector is EB. These two vectors acting from the same point P. So if we draw a parallelogram using these two vectors, then if we draw one line from this point to the opposite point of the parallelogram, then obviously according to law, this vector will represent the resultant of this vector and this vector. Okay. So from the parallelogram law of vector addition, we can find the resultant of this vector and that vector. That means resultant of EA vector and EB vector. Why? Because EA vector and EB vector both are acting from the same point P, where we want to actually find the electric field due to the dipole AB. Okay. So using vector law of parallelogram, we can easily find the resultant vector of EA and EB, both in magnitude and direction. Now, what is the magnitude of resultant vector? If E is the magnitude of resultant vector, then E will be equal to how much? From the theorem we can say that E equal to root over EA square plus EB square plus twice EA EB cos of twice theta. Okay. Now we have shown the magnitude of EA is equal to magnitude of EB. So instead of writing EB, we can write here EA also. EA square plus EA square plus twice EA EB cos of theta. Again twice EA square plus twice EA, instead of EB we write here EA cos of theta. So here again root over 2EA square plus 2EA square cos of theta. So again 2EA square 1 plus cos theta. But it is twice theta, not theta. It is twice theta, you write, because the angle between EA and EB is twice theta. Okay, so this is cos of twice theta. Again E equal to root over twice EA square. What is 1 plus cos twice theta? We know 1 plus cos twice theta is equal to 1 plus cos twice theta is equal to 2 cos squared. So what we can write here, instead of 1 plus cos twice theta means 2 cos squared theta minus 1. 2 cos squared theta minus 1. Okay. Then what we can write here, 2EA square plus, it's become 2 root over 2EA square. It is this get cancel, so it becomes 4 EA square cos square theta. Now you see, this is 2EA cos of theta. So this is the magnitude of electric field. Magnitude of electric field at P due to the electric dipole. But now here we have to find out the value of cos theta. From the diagram, cos theta from figure cos theta is equal to, in triangle, where in triangle APO, cos theta is equal to B by H. B means this is B, this is H. B means A by, this is A, this is H, root over R square plus A square. So put this value of cos theta in equation 3. Okay, we get E mod of E is equal to twice. What is EA? Value of EA, you put the value of EA, which is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by root over R square plus A square. Okay, so what is the value of cos theta? This is square. So what is the value of cos theta? Again A by root over R square plus A square. Okay, now we write here E is equal to twice Q 4 pi epsilon naught. This is twice QA 4 by epsilon naught. This is R square plus A square 3 by 2. Okay. Now since P equal to twice Q P equal to Q into twice A, therefore we can write mod of E is equal to P by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by root over R square plus A square 3 by 2. Okay, so this is the magnitude of electric field at P due to the dipole AB. Okay, now you see so what is the direction of electric field? So direction of electric field is the direction of the resultant E. So in figure it is shown that it is in this direction. So this is the direction of electric field, and here this is the direction of dipole moment. So E is directed in this way and dipole moment is directed in that way. So what we have seen that the direction of electric field here in this case is opposite to the direction of the dipole moment. Okay. So now one special case. If R is much greater than A, means the point of observation is R is very the large distance. So point of observation is at a large distance, so that we can neglect here A square in comparison with R. So from this equation, then 4 implies mod of E vector is equal to P by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by root over R cube. Okay, so this is the magnitude of electric field at P when R is at large distance than the half of the dipole length. So again we have seen that here E is inversely proportional to the R cube, as in the previous case. So this is all about electric field due to an electric dipole at an equatorial point. What is the difference of this with the previous one? Here electric field is opposite to the dipole moment. In the previous case, in case of electric field at an axial point of an electric dipole, the electric field lies in the same direction of the dipole moment. But here we have seen that electric field lies in the opposite direction of the electric field. And in the both cases, the electric field is inversely proportional to the cube of the distance of observations from the midpoint of the electric dipole. I hope you have understood. Thank you.